This week we celebrate the launch of the Xbox One S by talking industrial design with the man behind the machine. We jump into Gotham City as we've never seen it before with Batman the Telltale series, and Johnny dons the pastel suit once more as he chats about Dead Rising 4, out just in time for Christmas. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week QuakeCon was held in Dallas, Texas, and just like we've come to expect, it's a celebration of all things Bethesda, including games and projects from id Software and Arcane Studios. The event wasted no time in getting out the big guns. Here's our first proper look at the brand new Prey.
This is Morgan. The year is 2035. Please listen. This isn't a dream. It's a nightmare. There's no room for uncertainty. There's no room for doubt.
There will be at least a dozen champions to choose from when Quake Champions enters beta testing next year, including a collection of old favourites plus a bunch of new ones, and of course all sorts of super fast action, rocket jumps and gib splatters. While E3 focused on Emily Kaldwin, the QuakeCon presentations for Dishonored 2 were all about returning hero Corvo Attano. His original powers are back, but enhanced, somewhat like the gameplay as a whole, really. And then there were updates for Fallout Shelter, some bits and pieces about VR, a brand new batch of premium DLC for Doom, and the big announcement that The Elder Scrolls Legends, the brand new digital card game, is out now in open beta, free for everyone. And moving on from one major contest of skill to another, the Olympic Games have kicked off in Rio de Janeiro this week, and even before the gates opened, athletes were struck by a controversy. No, we're not talking about the scandalous drug cheats, the Russian diplomat held up at Knifepoint, the apartment of stuff stolen from the Australian camp, or the fact that the authorities lost the key to the stadium. We are talking about the fact that Japanese Olympian Kohei Uchimura, 6-time world champion gymnast, racked up a $5,000 data bill playing Pokemon Go in the Olympic Village. Happily, his service provider later waived the cost, maybe in exchange for a gold medal or two. And sticking with Pokemon Go, although these stories are slowing down a bit, Niantic has released a statement explaining just why they've removed support for third-party websites like Pokevision. And as much as we love those sites, we kind of see their point. Apparently, these Pokemon Finder sites were using up so many of Niantic's server resources that it was rendering them unable to keep the game up for existing users, let alone rolling things out to other regions. Axing Support saw the demand on these servers drop by more than 2/3, freeing up not only resources but also staff members, who can now work on fixing broken features and implementing new ones. Moving on, and it seems 2K Games still thinks there's plenty of life in Gearbox Software's latest multiplayer shooter, Battleborn. During an earnings call with 2K's parent company Take-Two, the publisher explained that they will continue to drive engagement and recurrent consumer spending by releasing both add-on content and virtual currency. The call did not address the growing rumour that the game will go free to play following the lead of fellow 2K release, Evolve. One of the reasons Battleborn did so poorly is because it was a colourful multiplayer shooter launched into a market already saturated with colourful multiplayer shooters, and while they're quite different games, Overwatch got there first. In a recent earnings call from Blizzard, it was announced that more than 15 million people have played Overwatch since its launch in May, logging more than 500 million play hours. To celebrate, the studio has revealed the Overwatch Summer Games, where fans can unlock new skins, sprays, highlight intros, voice lines, victory poses, player icons, and emotes just by picking up special Summer Games boxes. If you want them, you'll need to act fast. The Summer Games loot boxes will be picked up and sent back to the vault on August 22nd. And in quick news, we're hearing an interesting rumour out of Blizzard HQ. Could they be working on a remastered high-def version of the original StarCraft? Word on the street has the big reveal scheduled for September, with more details on the way at BlizzCon in November. And we will have some more about Xbox One hardware later in the show, but for now, rest assured that inside each and every Xbox One Model S lives a teeny tiny Master Chief. The HDB-style Halo creation lives on in the optical drive bracket inside the new console, guarding Microsoft's latest hardware release. But remember, breaking down the machine to get to him will void your warranty. Indie darling Inside, the latest from Limbo developer Playdead, has only just settled in on Xbox One and PC, but already it's moving home, with a PlayStation 4 release planned for later this month. Get ready for one of the best games of the year to hit PS4 on August 23. And finally this week, movie news fresh from the source. So often, news about video game movie tie-ins is delivered second or third hand, pieced together from rumours and bits of gossip, but not this time. Ubisoft has stepped up to tell us more about the big screen adaptation of The Division. The details might be scant, but they're verifiable. Both Jake Gyllenhaal and Jessica Chastain are now attached. Both will appear in front of the camera, and both also have a stake in production. It's part of Ubisoft's development philosophy, getting top talent involved from the earliest stages as part of a collaborative effort. In fact, it's the same approach the publisher is taking to the upcoming Assassin's Creed movie, which sees Michael Fassbender both in front of the camera and lending a hand to production. That one has just finished principal photography and is out in December this year. For more information on any of these stories, or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, we've got plenty more still to come.